Hello everyone, my name is Sam and today I will show you how to paint this Imperial Cadian shock trooper in a desert color scheme. Let me get him a little closer over here so you can take a look. And my inspiration for this was deserts, kind of like wastelands, badlands, stuff like that in science fiction. And for example, in the US, the Grand Canyon, it sold red rocks and grays and sand tones, stuff like that. And as you can see, the base there, I did it in a way that is painted so it looks like he's standing on sandstones or like really different tones of earth-like colors. And it's very easy to do, and in this video I will show you how to do that. And the next part is gonna be me painting the model, and he's gonna be primed in black. And I will here explain to you a little bit more about the paints that I use and all that stuff. So we're gonna put him aside, and the paints that I use are over here. Mainly I used Vallejo black primer. You can use any black primer you like, Krylon, Rust-Oleum, anything you can find, as long as you have a black base for the model. Could be Games Workshop Chaos Black. I tried to look for Chaos Black, but I didn't find the previous time I went to the store. So anyways, we have acrylics X shade for the shades. We have XV88. We have Mechanical Standard Gray, and we also have the Morphang Brown. These colors are going to be used for the camouflage and mainly other parts of the uniform. And then we have Dryad Bark. This is going to be used for the knife handle and basically painting the gloves on the model. We have Sandry Dust, and Sandry Dust is mainly for the base color of the entire model. It's going to be heavily dry brushed on the entire model, and you'll see soon. And Cadian Flesh Tone is going to be for the face of the model. And basically those are the colors you will need for this project. Stay tuned and I will show you how to get it done. Main thing to do right now is to dry brush our guy, and so I decided to grab Sandry Dust, and I'm going to dry brush the entire model, and it's going to be heavy. And I'm going to put a little bit on the palette here, but mainly I'm going to brush it off here, and I'm going to go heavy entirely all over the model. Taking the armor, all that stuff, doesn't matter. Getting it there. So I am done with the Sandry Dust. As you can see, the model is completely covered, and don't worry about much about the feet and the weapons and all that stuff. The main goal here is to cover the entire armor and the fatigues and equipment alike, because we're gonna apply other colors, and the next color will be XV88, and this color is mainly gonna go on the boots and on the canteens, and mainly the main first color of the armor. So I placed some XV88 on my palette, thin it down a little bit, and I'm using a larger brush in order to do this because I want to speed up for this. Then again, I should mention this color scheme, the main purpose is to paint these Cadian guys in a very easy color scheme and get them on the table quicker. And so it's a tabletop quality that I kind of worked out with making up this color scheme. It actually, this video is my first video, and it was a request from somebody, not really asking me for a video, but the person asked me if I could show him how I achieved this color scheme, and I was very happy to actually show him, and I decided, well, you know what, I guess I should make a video and share it, and that way everybody can enjoy how I painted this color scheme and learn it, and perhaps get some ideas from it and share it with their friends and stuff like that. So I'm gonna paint this all over the boots, the equipment, as you can see. And for the camouflage, it's very simple. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna basically make some splotches here and there, random. Okay, and so for the second color of the camo pattern is Morphang Brown, and for this I decided to use a thinner, smaller brush because I'm going to add little camo patches, and at the same time I'm going to take the chance and paint the belt down here. That's the only part that's going to be in that dark leather and the camo parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on the palette. Not too much though, we're not gonna do too many camo stains over here and all that stuff and patches. Just a little bit like that, a little bit, that's enough, goes a long way. And use a little bit of water to fit it down. You could use a Lamian medium if you like, or any kind of other one of those paint retardants, I think it's called, I don't know. So yeah, just like that, the same process that I did with the XV88. Just apply it, don't be afraid to go anywhere. If you go over the XV88, that's fine. So our guy is almost done with the camouflage pattern. And the next color, it's going to be applied on a couple of different areas, mainly in the armor and the weapon, and also the metal parts of the blade back there of the knife. So we're going to use Mechanica Standard Gray, and in this case I decided to use the fin brush again, and I went and painted those little parts in the back first, like the blade's handle and stuff like that. So this went on the top, painted that very quickly with a little bit of paint. Painted the back here, a little bit of it, just a touch. Nothing perfect. You can even paint the cap of the canteen if you like. Boom. And then we're going to add the camo pattern. So the camo pattern is the same process, just gonna have irregular shapes of gray. Now while the weapon is drying and all the other gray parts, now is the best chance to actually paint the flesh. So for this I chose Cadian flesh tone. You can use Buckman's Glow if you want a more tanned tone to the face, and you can call it a day and then highlight it a little bit with Cadian flesh tone. I'm just gonna go straight and paint it with Cadian flesh tone. Then again, I just want to be, make sure that I am efficient, painting 20 guys, 25 dudes, and just get them over with. The faster you get them done, the better you go to play. Then again, it's always important to make a good color scheme that you feel happy with. So now I'm going to use a little bit of sandry dust, and I'm going to paint a couple of other things. The model is almost finished. For a tabletop quality, I say we're doing pretty good, and I'm moving quickly with this. And so I'm going to paint the insignia back here in a lighter sand color so it stands out a little bit when you add the shade. There we go. Painted that there, and also on the top of the helmet. Okay, so that's completely dried now, and now I am ready for the last part. Got my old trusty ugly wash brush over here, and I'm going to apply some acrylic surf shade entirely all over the model. So I'm back, and this guy is pretty much done. All I have to do now is paint the base, and for that I chose two colors to give it the kind of rocky sand color effect, kind of like sandstone, and I use sandry dust and Mechanica Standard Gray, and mainly I'm gonna apply sandry dust, and you'll see how. Just gonna thin it down a little bit to give it that sort of like a swarmy straight look. Kind of think of it as it's just an irregular line, like kind of wiggly, you may say. And just gonna have a little bit on my excuse me, a little bit here, and I'm gonna go from one end to the other, and I'm just gonna go like that. Nothing special. You can even get them across just like that. Remember, this is for tabletop quality, as I said before earlier, and this works if you don't feel like basing the entire model. You can go ahead and do it later on, but if you got a tournament going on and you have, let's say, 25 guys you got left that you want to paint quickly, and this is the way to go. And so we're back, and to end this, our little friend is done. As you can see, he doesn't look bad at all. I really like the way he looks. This was very easy to do and entertaining, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this and you learned something different with Cadian color schemes, which there's a lot of different ideas that you can do for your Imperial Guard Cadian Shock Troopers, and hell, he even looks good with the rest of his buddies over here. I got this other guy here that I painted in the same color scheme, did the same thing. So as a unit, they look pretty good. And the main reason this video was asked for me is because I posted this guy the other day on a Facebook page called the Astra Militarum group in Facebook. Very nice group, very helpful people. You can go check them out over there. I don't remember the link right now, but if you look them up, they'll definitely appear. And they asked me, and I posted this, man, and it's fun. Now for the highlights of this, I will mention that I actually did use Morghast Bone. It's a base color, and I used that very subtle, not too much because it's too bright, but they look good from a distance and really up close. So I'll take some pictures in the environment that I meant to put these guys in, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope this was fun for you, and I will see you with more content. As my first video, I would like to say that I'll try to make more content later on. Probably mainly focus on different uniforms of the Imperial Guard and other races of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, and perhaps other things like historical or fantasy. I like to paint all sorts of miniatures. So my name is Sam once again, and once again, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.